Welcome to my very first game review on my Phil's Game Shack YouTube channel. Of course, I'm Phil, also known on PSN as Swash 1967. Today I'm pleased to be reviewing Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I hate to admit that I panicked upon hearing that the game would be developed as an open world offering. I've been playing the Ghost Recon games since Clancy first developed the pilot game in November 2001. It had always traditionally been a linear tactical shooter. My biggest fear was that the game would be kinda hokey after such a severe makeover. After having seen how unfaithful the Clancy developers had been with Rainbow Six Siege, my lack of faith reared its ugly head as I eagerly awaited the release of Wildlands. Fortunately, I found that the game has changed tremendously, but definitely for the better. Not only has the game been 100% faithful to Tom Clancy and the previous Ghost Recon games, but you also get the greatest story yet in the entire franchise, and way much more game for your money. The developers have included files and evidence which makes the game way more realistic than ever before. First of all, it bears worth mentioning that Bolivia, the game's setting, is one of the most massive game worlds ever created in a video game. As ghost character Nomad, you and your three teammates, Holt, Weaver, and Midas, are transferred to Bolivia to dismantle the entire cartel operation of Santa Blanca, run by El Sueno, and many of his various leaders who follow him. At your disposal, you have a variety of different types of drones. All drones can eavesdrop on various targets as well as marking them for synchronized takedowns. You have noise-making drones for distractions, exploding drones for assault, EMP drones for confusion, and healing drones for medical support of your teammates.
That tango's down.
Along with standard fragmentation and flashbang grenades, you also have C4 and landmines you can use to tilt an engagement in your favor. The C4 comes in handy when you need to destroy SAM launchers, or just your typical drug-toting assholes who are trying to squeeze in a few winks before their next scheduled shift.
We rattled somebody's cage. I think that's all of them.
Many different types of vehicles are available to you throughout the game. I found myself using pickup trucks and helicopters the most. But you also have planes, motorcycles, boats, armored troop carriers, and many more. Ghost Recon Wildlands will put you in frenzied combat situations of a realistic nature against a just as real enemy. To make sure you are up to the task, the developers give you a character customization and development interface that allows you, your team, and the rebels you support to grow more skilled as the game progresses. You can also choose your hairstyles, your clothing, and your weapons and equipment at various points within the game.
Move there.
Roger. Bad guys in the area.
Next, you have a wide range of story missions that are not only exciting, but also serve to tell the story of the mysterious ghosts defeating key cartel elements in Bolivia. In addition, you also have an almost infinite number of side missions, which involve shutting down cartel communications, tagging drop site supplies for the rebels, stopping enemy convoys, stealing cartel planes and helicopters, and starting rebel radio broadcasts. Finally, you have the option to play co-op with other like-minded gamers over the PlayStation Network. And it is very fun. I personally like the single-player campaign a lot more than playing co-op. But co-op can be fun if you are particularly a social gamer.
Rodolfo.
Mi Rosita, ¿estás bien?
Sí, mi vida.
Papa, what trouble had you gotten us into now, old
I
man?
just got you out of trouble, kid.
Don't expect us to believe that. Ustedes, blanquiñosos yankees, only bring problems to Bolivia. I may be too young to have marched with the cocaleros in '96, but I have seen the scars on the protesters who were beaten.
I'll eat a dick. I'm sick of this anti-American bullshit. We're not your enemy, kid.
But you're not our friend either.
Tranquilo, mijo.
The only negative I've encountered in the game was some glitches that have since been fixed by the latest update. A lot of lines and phrases also tend to be repeated throughout the game. So if you've been thinking about getting this wonderful game, I highly recommend it. It has an awesome storyline complete with incredible voiceover work. There are also a couple of twists in the story you may not even see coming. Whether intentional or not, there are also some bizarre, yet hilarious occurrences within the game.